Hey y'all, so this word is not for everybody. So take this back to God as you should with every word that you hear. So I've been seeing a lot of I'm sorry, I love you, I'm sorry. There are 3 songs specifically that the Lord highlighted to me. One is by NF. That is a new song. I love NF. I've listened to him for a long time. I guess this is a new album. I have not heard any of these songs yet, but they started randomly popping up on my YouTube page a few days ago. And it's interesting because his album cover, I believe it's the album cover, is like a house burning down on fire. And it's so confirming to like what has actually taken place in reference to these kingdom God ordained marriages. He definitely had to set that old house on fire and tear it down, burn it down to the ground. That thing had to look dead. It had to become deader than a doornail. God had to burn up all of that old house, right? And he's now giving you in this time, or it could be for a later date, a new house, a new home together, right? This time built on his foundation. This new home, the big bad wolf, aka the enemy, he huffed and he puffed and he blew that thing down. He blew it down to the ground, the old one. But this new one, he's gonna be huffing and puffing until he's passing out, y'all, because that thing ain't coming down. Okay. But that song from that album is called Sorry by NF. Look up the lyrics if you feel led. Buck Cherry, Sorry, that song. And the third one is the song by Akon, Sorry, Blame It On Me. All right. Those are the 3 songs that he gave me. And so he's highlighting to me 1 Corinthians chapter 13, okay? And it talks, look, it's 407, to behave like a man. That's interesting because it's 407 right now. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, it basically talks about love, okay? Love. And it basically says if you're doing things, you can give to the poor, you can do all these things, right? But if you're not doing it with love, then it's useless, all right? There are 3 things that continue forever, all right? Faith, hope, and love. And love is the greatest of those 3, but faith, hope, and love. Now watch this. This is a notebook that he led me to buy a few years ago. Yes, it is dirty. It's got like candle wax or something on it. I don't know. But it's literally faith, hope, and love. And he just brought me back to it. And I'm flipping through it and I come across this word that he gave me from December 30th of 2023, okay? And John 4:18, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out all fear. All right. Ecclesiastes 4:12, though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. All right. And then Peter chapter 1 verse 3, all praise to God the Father, our Lord Jesus Christ. It is by his great mercy that we have been born again, because God raised Jesus Christ from the dead. Have I not been talking about a death and a resurrection? OMG. Psalm 84:2, my heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. All right, Matthew 9:30, and their eyes were opened. Jesus warned them sternly, see that no one finds out about this. John 9:30, that is remarkable indeed. The man said, you do not know where he is from, and yet he opened my eyes. All right. Esther 9:30, and Mordecai sent letters with words of peace and truth to all the Jews in the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Xerxes. All right, and then Psalms 91, protection. So with all that being said, all right, This is what the word says. He is feeling endless amounts of sorry. He no longer has fear. My perfect love has removed all fear. I have judged you both worthy of this union. Now, that letter that I just put out a minute ago, the word that I posted before this is a letter. It was titled BOGO. And in the beginning of that letter, the Lord had said, 2 souls free at last, I believe. All right. This love, he says, I have judged you both worthy of this union. Okay. This love will be like mine, enduring and unfading, because you have both chosen me and have both come into agreement of building your marriage upon me with the 3 of us. It cannot easily be broken. Triple braided cord. You cried out, I heard your cry, and I'm answering. I have now opened their eyes to the deep and hidden things that they couldn't see before, okay? God, if you go look at the lyrics of the 3 songs that I mentioned, it talks about that, right? There's remorse and there's things that they couldn't see before that God has now opened their eyes. There's been a conversion, right? A Saul to Paul moment. The scales have fallen and truth has been revealed, okay? So whatever truth the enemy took and twisted, right? That perception, that false perception they were seeing through, it was like a little bit of truth, but it was twisted with lies. God has removed that, right? That web of lies that the enemy was just weaving, right? God has torn that down and they're now seeing truth, okay? The scales have fallen. And the Lord has now been able to open their eyes to deep and hidden things that they couldn't see before. They will soon be coming with the letter that I've spoken of, filled with truth, amends, and peace. Now, it's interesting because I heard they are, I can't remember. It was like a phrase that I heard that God said. I have to go back, okay? I'll put it in the comments. I will post it in the comments if I remember it. But it was confirming what I just read. You are both signed and sealed under my wing and protection. Welcome to the new. Can you feel it yet? He's coming soon. Grand reveal coming soon. That's the word. Take it back to God. It's not for everybody, but for who it's for. In this time, this person, things have been revealed and they're feeling remorseful. They are sitting with their shortcomings, things they could have done differently, all of those things, right? So they are sitting with this and they will soon be revealing it to you, right? So as the Lord is revealing these things to them, they will soon be revealing it to you, all right? And this journey is ending with you both kind of being taught what real love looks like, what true grace looks like, what true love looks like, what true forgiveness looks like, what walking with the love of Christ looks like, and how love is the most important gift, or love, right, is the most important thing of everything. If you're not doing things out of love, you can do all these things, but if you're not doing it out of love or with love, it's pointless. It's useless. That's pretty much what Corinthians says. And just a reminder, love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, it does not brag, it is not proud. Love is not rude, it is not selfish, and it does not become angry easily. Love does not remember wrong things done against it. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices over truth. Love patiently accepts all things. It always trusts, it always hopes, and always continues strong. Love never ends. There are gifts of prophecy, but they will be ended. 3 things continue forever: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest is love. I pray that this reaches who it needs to reach. I pray this blesses you, and yeah, I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your weekend, and I will see y'all.